So, once again the JNU Vice Chancellor and the JNU administration and asking the student, it's a very important since because it might be minor issue for many people. Many people say it doesn't matter. So what is happened in JNU where the students, when they're going to submit M.Phil and Ph.D, then they're asking to write a form. There is a form, you have to write your entire credentials, everything, what is your topic and everything. Now suddenly the administration asking student to write in Hindi, where it's very peculiar because the Hindi, where it was a traditionally JNU student write in English, because our form is English and Hindi, so write in English. But suddenly the administration asking to write in Hindi the topic. It was so weird because I don't understand what the concept, because JNU, the student entirely, where we are from a different language, linguistic background, where I myself am from Tamil Nadu, students who from Kerala, Karnataka and Andhra, Telangana, and students from Maharashtra, students from Northeast, Punjab. That's that diverse. In JNU we are diverse. The JNU Vice Chancellor himself from Telugu speaking place where is Telangana, but still they are asking to write in Hindi. Why? So it's a background we have to know, because last 1 year this government consistently asking the people, the forcing, imposing the Hindi. And before going to this entire what is their obsession with the Hindi and all, the important thing is where in JNU we are dialect of more than 200 dialect, different languages, more than 200 dialect speaking people are there. So why only one particular language? Because it is simple ploy of RSS and the government deliberately forcing Hindi on people. Where the question I am like to ask to the Vice Chancellor, where when you are going to, since you are imposing, you yourself don't know Hindi, you don't speak Hindi. Number one, you are going to house, you don't ask your whoever in house to ask खाना खाया, ठीक है, कैसे है? You ask in your house anyone saying आप बोलते हैं बाहुनारा. That is what you ask. You speak your mother tongue. So you cannot impose your own vision of RSS ideology on students. And I like to ask this question to the Vice Chancellor and the rest of the RSS. So your ideology basically driven from the concept of Hindi, Hindu, Hindustan. Basically you are saying those who, if you want to live in India, you have to speak Hindi. Then the religion is Hindu and India is Hindustan. So you have to say Hindi is a uniting thing. But the country where since there are many RSS-BJP bucks, the so-called the devoters and supporter of RSS and BJP, they keep on asking, "Are Hindi to Rashtra Bhasha hai?" So my thing is, there are many officials language in Hindi. If you go and take up the your currency, whatever the demonetization, the pink currency, you see there are many languages written. These are officially recognized languages. So you have to understand. I like to ask this thing to BJP also, where you go read Golwarkar bunch of thoughts, where he mentioned clearly, since Hindi is a sister language of Sanskrit, since the Sanskrit cannot be speak by everyone, since it's a quote unquote divine languages, it's so difficult to speak. So by the time Sanskrit became a national language, it became official language, by the time our sister language Hindi should be there. That is what the Golwarkar wrote in bunch of thoughts. And he is saying Sanskrit is the only language in India, is a very old. I completely disagree, because we believe the Dravidian language is as old as and Sanskrit. So it's basically imposing one ideology and demonizing the one multicultural, where the Indian constitution, where the country would stand for. We in the constitution where BJP and all claiming so unity in diversity. Where is the diversity in it? There is no diversity. You are imposing monotheistic culture. It becomes single culture. Where in this thing you are saying Urdu is the Muslim languages and you are saying Hindi is a Christian language. So you are basically saying Hindi is a Hindu language. No, that is not the case. Where the many people who speak Urdu, English or anyone who come from the different category are same as a Hindi speaking people. Where if you go and say in our national language is written in Bengali, it's written by a Bengali poet, it's a Rabindranath Tagore. So you have to understand this, the government is going crazy about Hindi. Recent time they go and impose this thing, in Bangalore metro station they are writing in Hindi and English. So why? See, since the Venkaiah Naidu, he himself from Andhra, is going to be a vice president, of India, candidate now. He himself saying, you people should speak in Hindi. It's a Rashtra Bhasha. I challenge Chandrababu Naidu to speak Hindi in his home state where he come from. It's Andhra. You cannot do that, because if you do that, people reject you. You know that. We're the same. When the same, if the same Nirmala Sitharaman, she is the minister, she is from Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, she will speak in Tamil, because everyone knows where you do. That is the politics you speak. Then you come and say, no, you have to speak Hindi. Basically, you people are hypocrites. Those who are accusing the JNU students to being hypocrite and anti-national, those who are imposing Hindi, they are the anti-national. They are the anti-national, they are anti-India, because the India stands for multiculturalism. We are people from the diverse background. We speak different languages. We believe in different values. We believe in different culture. So imposing one particular language is basically what you are saying is basically what the BJP want to say, RSS want to say, we have to speak. Where they used to give a slogan, Bharat mein rehna to Vande Mataram bolna hai. Now future they will say, Bharat mein rehna to Hindi mein bolna padega. This is what they're going to do. That is what they're doing. And recently we know, then it's also coming from the colonial mindset, also coming from the dominant chauvinistic perspective, where Tarun Vijay is from the BJP RSS person, is coming and telling, we live with the South Indian people. Who are you to live with us? We know this country belongs to us, where the BJP never had any role, where the RSS, not only BJP, leave with BJP, where RSS doesn't have any role to play against the British and against the colonialism, where many of the colonial struggles were linked with the linguistic movement, where linguistic movement for separate state for the identity and the culture is against the British single policy of English and everything, where I like to say it was a Potti Sri Ramalu who sat to hunger strike for 50 days to form a separate Andhra Pradesh, that time in 1950s, where he died to create a linguistic states, where in the Maharashtra and Gujarat, the same thing happened. People were shot and killed and died because of for having their own language, their own state. Where BJP doesn't understand this, because BJP never part of any of this thing. That is what the problem with the BJP. They never part of it. They don't have any legacy, but still they continue to claim this legacy. Where the recent time, so okay, I'm going to say more sarcastically, when the RSS BJP are thus chest thumping about Hindi and imposing Hindi, अरे क्या गलती है, नौकरी मिलना चाहिए था, नौकरी. See, the question is not about jobs. Where if you go and look at this thing, the non-Hindi speaking states perform far better than the Hindi speaking state. So it's not about chauvinistic perspective, and this will create a problem for the people who migrating from Hindi speaking states to other non-Hindi speaking states. They will be face assault because of the BJP. Because of the BJP single-minded policy of imposing Hindi. And another thing, where the Narendra Modi keep on saying, when he go to UN or US, he doesn't speak in Hindi, he speaks in English. Why? Because he know what you have to say. Our country and outside represent unity and diversity. So that's what they don't believe. So the Narendra Modi and others and co and RSS must say this country, where the leaders who fight for the freedom, where RSS never had any role, the leaders who come from different background, Bhagat Singh from Punjab, Ambedkar from Maharashtra, Gandhi from Gujarat, Subhash Chandra Bose from Bengal, Rabindranath from Bengal, Periyar from Tamil Nadu, and Bharatiyar from Tamil Nadu, Sri Ramaguru is from Kerala, Potti Sri Ramalu from Andhra. So these countries, people who speak different languages, and there is thousands of people, Hindi speaking people, sacrifice their life. There if you go and see, the Chittagong revolutionaries, they are the first people who start the armed revolutionary movement against British Revolution, British Empire. So these things the RSS never know, because for them the history only starts when to apologizing and say once they became a ruling party, they became imposing this thing. I like to tell one thing to BJP government. Empire will fall. Because all the empire, its rights and fall. You take history anything. If you want to build an empire, you will fall. You might win one election, you might win 2 elections, you might win 3 elections, but winning election will never stop people. One day you will lose, and that day people will vote against you, particularly because again your imposition of any particular culture. Because see, you can impose your economic policies, because we have to work. You can do anything, but if you impose the one particular language, the people who remember BJP must remember, it was BJP who's imposing this thing. Then there was a trend in Facebook, in Twitter and Facebook saying Dravida Nadu, because people started thinking rebelling against the BJP, to using it as tool. The BJP is a clearly anti-national force to dividing people. The dividing people in the name of religion and the name of language and the name of eating food, where the BJP, since they are talking about, they're questioning, since, South India is a different country, there are people, since only Tamil Nadu is opposing it, I challenge the BJP government to impose this thing to anywhere. I am 100% sure they will die by the dust. Where if the BJP want to remember this thing, they should read history. In Tamil Nadu, the Congress planning to impose Hindi, where there is thousands of young students who come to street. There are many people who died. The Congress who fired them, many people died. Where 1967, it was first time when they lost. First time they lost, then the Congress never regained power in Tamil Nadu. They bite the dust. So remember BJP and the RSS fellow, you can impose this time, but you cannot impose me. Me speaking English, my choice. Me speaking Hindi is my choice. I can speak Hindi, it's my choice, but you cannot impose. It's my choice. Also, to RSS-BJP, if you think, yeah, okay, you get away with this thing, you can win election, you try your best. We will see. One election, two election, then you go back door and try to do. And also, I like to ask this thing to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. You are going to US and you speaking in Tamil Nadu and you speaking UN and US in English, but you cannot speak the same language in front of your own people. Why? Because you are complacent. You are complacent about your skin and your political this thing. One day, this thing will change. The BJP, if they don't change, once again repeat it, empire will fall. It must fall. Where we believe in multicultural, multilinguistic country, we believe still every imposition Hindi is anti-national activity. The BJP and RSS continue to do that. Once again, I request everyone to reject such a notion of imposing Hindi, Hindustan, one culture, multi-culture. And once again, I respect all the linguistic and different cultural nationalities. Thank you. And there is an important thing. The dissertation, see, there are students who writing the topic in French, and you asking the title French to Hindi, where you don't know how to write. You do the Google translation. The Google translation is so bad and so pathetic. The students they're losing the dissertation, where the many students who printing this thing Hindi and English, you don't know how to write Hindi also. The student who don't know how to read, you printing their name wrong. You are printing the title wrong, you playing with the student's life. How do you know? Where the students in JNU, in School of Languages, there are many languages. There are Persian, there is Arabic, there is Spanish, there is French, there is Russian, there is Korean, there is Japanese, there is Chinese, there is Hindi, Urdu, there is Tamil, there are many languages. I like to ask, why we should write this thing Hindi? The Hindi center student write, that is right. Why the Tamil center student who write in Tamil should write in Hindi? If you want to write, if you want to say, we must fill the column, you go tell the student to write their own mother tongue. You get the translator to translate it for you. We will not write. We will continue to write in mother tongue. If you ask the next time, we will write you letter in our own mother tongue, you go and read it. We will fill the deposition. We will sign in Tamil. Any other language. We sign in Malayalam. We sign in Bengali. You read it. You cannot ask us to write in Hindi in dissertation, because we wrote our bloody dissertation in the language we study, the language we speak, the language we understand. We will not write the language we don't understand. Even though we don't understand, we cannot read and write. So if you continue to impose on our academic life, I am warning the administration, you face the brunt of it. We will ask the question to Vice Chancellor in Hindi, he must answer. Because since he doesn't know Hindi, you don't know Hindi, you are asking us to write in Hindi, we will write letter to you in Hindi, I will tell you to read. We will humiliate you. That is will happen, because the Vice Chancellor must remember, we will come to you. If you once again, if you impose this thing, we'll continue to do that, we continue to fight that. You must stop this, where the returning the dissertation or thesis of the student, we will again, we want the administration to take back this take back this step and admit all the dissertation who are written in their own languages. It must be respected. We will write the language you only know. If you don't know the language, we cannot write.